Hey there. Today we're talking about how Elon and Donald are breaking up and how this very public breakup is going to make great television. Grab your popcorn. This soap opera has just begun. Now listen, we're all human. We all fall in love. And I bet there's not a single one amongst us who hasn't fallen prey to the sweet words and empty promises of a narcissist, but none of us more publicly and detrimentally than poor Elon. Poor little Elon. He had such potential, and look at him now. He fell in love with the wrong narcissist, someone even more malignant than himself, and now the world hates him, and his massive wealth is bleeding. That's what happens when you get with the wrong political crowd. Your world crumbles around you, your cars become Nazi symbols, and you start crying on TV, begging for the empathy you denounced just days ago. It's a cruel world out there, especially when you're a top contributor to the collapse of the global economy. Tough luck, Elon. We all thought you were a great guy, until you went public to convince us you're just as bad as Donald Trump, and not even half as smart as we all thought you were. Your legacy could have been that of climate crisis controller or genius nerd gone wildly rich. But now you'll be remembered as a fascist chainsaw-wielding maniac. Sad. And what's even worse, now Daddy Don doesn't even love you as much as he used to. Bummer. While Elon was screaming that Biden was terrible and Trump was brilliant, reality decided to show him otherwise. Under Biden, Musk's wealth was constantly growing. Under Trump, it's rapidly declining. Business Insider says Elon has shed $135 billion, bringing the Tesla and SpaceX CEO's net worth below $300 billion for the first time in 5 months. Poor baby. Elon is still the richest man in the world, however, so this is nothing but a small dent in his massive fortune, and truth be told, it's a small price to pay for love. Except that this is a price Elon pays for hate, not love. The world hates him now, even more than it hates Trump. I said it before and I'll say it again. Elon is looking at Trump for the loving father that he never had. A dad who would see him, appreciate him, and love him unconditionally. The only problem is that he picked the worst one in town, Donald Trump. If you look beyond all the money, the politics, and the propaganda, this is a story of a little boy who grew up devoid of love, constantly trying to prove he's worthy, trying to convince a textbook narcissist parental figure like his actual father that he's worthy of love. It's this very sick dynamic why it will be Trump who throws Elon under the bus and not the other way around, because in his eyes, Elon's only quality is wealth. And when he can no longer use it to his advantage, he's going to get rid of him just like he did with everybody else. It's quite obvious by now that the Musk-Trump love chain has broken. It was just a matter of time. They're still together, but the animosity is palpable. There's trouble in paradise, and it shows. Sometimes it shows in rumors, other times directly or indirectly on social media, but it shows. First, Trump tells his inner circle that Musk will be stepping down soon. Just his inner circle. Then both he and Vance say it publicly. The remarks came after Elon failed on 2 very serious issues. Tesla reported extremely weak delivery numbers for the first quarter of 2025. The same day, the Liberal candidate in a special election to the Wisconsin Supreme Court won, after Musk had backed the conservative candidate with $20 million and massive public support. Musk is losing, and Trump is discarding him. Consequently, Musk spits on Trump's advisors in any way he can. For example, he has his brother publicly mock people close to Trump. Then there's silence for a day or two, but Elon tells the world he hopes Europe gets zero tariffs, clearly distancing himself from the president's choices. Trump is not going to like this disloyalty. He hates that the most. What's more, DJT has not forgotten the humiliation he suffered in the Oval Office in front of the press, when he was reduced to a sitting duck and wasn't allowed to speak more than the child Musk was holding on his shoulders. It looked like Musk was the boss and Trump was a crotchety old servant falling asleep at the Resolute desk. Trump is not the kind of man to take this humiliation lightly, and Musk is not the kind of man to take losing money, business, and face lightly. But maybe Musk should have foreseen this before he poured hundreds of millions of dollars into Trump's campaign and allied himself with him on all sorts of scams. Just like Trump should have foreseen that he would have to split power with Musk. The delusion is strong in both these men. It would be psychologically impossible for them to stay together or to get out of the relationship gracefully. This is just a textbook lesson in how predators end up tearing each other apart after attacking their prey together. American politics has become as feral, fascinating, and bloody as the Discovery Channel. It makes great television, doesn't it? Now, what do you think? How long will the power couple of White House stay together? Let me know in the comments. Also, don't forget to subscribe, like, whatever, all that. And I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.